Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Wednesday. Dragon Quest VII is still here with us. We've got some post-game, we have some DLC that's going to be in a sort of unrelated manner. I'll get to that, that's not going to be today. And we also have some pieces that we're going to want to do to start today that weren't technically post-game, but like, you'll understand when we start here. So, yeah, the big thing is we have a pile of fragments in our 94 hours. We have a pile of fragments still in our bag, and that's the big post-game hook, right? Because if I go into items, yeah, mysterious fragment. We found one in the credits, in the epilogue. And if we take a look in our bag, fragment, 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 fragment. We have 6 of them? We have a lot. But yeah, so, ooh, the Priestly Heart. But the first thing we actually have today is not technically post-game. We want to start today with the final dungeon again. If you remember, when we went through the final dungeon last time, there was a point where we had to call upon the help of an elemental spirit. And we called on the Wind Spirit, and we went through the, 3D maze. This is a 3D maze. I hear that in a PlayStation Black Disc voice, even though that's Super Mario RPG. But in that room, we could have called upon the help of any of the spirits. So, that leaves us with 3 other directions and treasures to find from taking those 3 directions. As we found, if I go ahead and pull up the, I got the camera at a really excellent point there. We got this, Eris shield. This was a shield we found in the wind side. This was, everybody else is equipped with a silver shield except for the Metal King shield. So this was a real upgrade. So we want to go check out the other 3 areas for other real upgrades. Now this also gives us a reason to, run run through a dungeon, get some more vocation points. And, level up Hero, level up Dingbat, such. We're gonna keep... Should we swap out Mervyn so that we're leveling up, Aish. Aish is so far behind. Never got to mention it, if you set up a conversation where Maribel wouldn't be in the party... Oh, there's a way to lock. Could we have done them all before beating the final boss? Yeah, we could have, just taken the other route. We could have, walked out. So this is technically not post-game at this point, in that it would have been doable. But it's important because of, Yo! Look how polite this little buddy is. Copy of Rough. Rough and Rough token. Okay, so there would have been a bug that could have, like, pulled Maribel out of the party, like, fully? Damn. I've had conversations go that badly before. Yikes. Just like, sorry, I'm out. But yeah, so we have a dive to do. We're gonna fight fights on the way through, obviously. This is gonna be a way that we end up getting some additional power. We're not gonna be refighting, the Demon King, Ogre Demir. But we are gonna take some additional routes. And that's gonna be the start. You'll see why that this is important to start when we go through here. It's important we do this before anything else. I swear it'll make sense. The main thing we have remaining is these mysterious fragments and the places that they can lead. These fragment bits. Speaking of fragments, by the way, this is why we're here. Checking that top left in the bottom corner. The radar's going off. Now that the game's had it, now I don't have to, you know. But I'm talking about these mysterious fragments. There is still one yet left to find. So. That's the reason we're doing this first, instead of going and doing the fragment stuff, because we want to have all the fragments, right? Remember, right, it's not too deep to get through here to the point. I think it's like 3 screens from where we currently are. I'm gonna turn on use MP for tactics, because we're not doing a fight. Dog. Damn. Yikes. That's what we're here to do, Shinku. We have the other routes. That's why we're down in the dungeon right now. You can see that the goodie meter is going off. God. Things we do for a tiny lizard. We got a good old tiny lizard friend who's definitely with us. Okay. I think it's just through here. Is this the room? No, not quite yet. Yeah, the main reason we're here is for the fragment, but, like, there's also a goodie in each of the routes that I want. God, these freaking carbuncles. What do we have for... Go Frizzle. 200. I know, the lizard's in like every piece of art. Ooh, debutante. Okay. Spooky Aura, that's the... Hey, okay, Harvest Moon is great. That's the one that Ruff has been using, the dive in the air. Um... You ever play Bloodstained Ritual of the Night? Is that Bloodstained 1? I played Bloodstained the Metroidvania Bloodstained. Imagine the things you could do with a giant hand. I do remember the giant hand. Okay. Yeah, that is the one I'm thinking of as well. The reason I ask is because I know that there's a pair of Castlevania, the original Castlevania-esque games, and also a Bloodstained 2. Alright, so we did Air Amulet. Let's do Water Amulet. We'll just go down the list. Call in our friends. Undini! Hits him like 6 times in full heals. Circle of the Moon. Circle of the Moon's a Castlevania. That can't be right. What? What? Circle of the Moon is, the first Game Boy Advanced one with, Jonathan Morris? Where you have the cards. I remember that. Curse of the Moon, mate. Okay, yeah, because they wanted it to... It's very Castlevania. Fright Night. And the Octafant. I get you. Easy to think of all of them at the same time. Dingbat. Assault and Batterer. Batter up. Batterer. We're doing the battery. Jonathan Morris's Portrait of Ruin. Okay. Yeah, like, again, I made the same mistake. Then, is it Nathan? No, who's the other? Nathan Graves is the main character. I thought the other character in that was a Morris. The guy who, you're up at the top and you fall down a hole when you're going to face Dracula. Who's that guy? Whatever. Nothing new on Dingbat. Interesting. Is it Great Ghost? Murder! Murderer's a hell of a name. Also, look at the Croaked King. I'm about to learn a song from the Croaked King. Okay, let's blast. Kill those murderers dead. Every time you would take that quest in Bloodstained. Keep an eye out. So let's go. No for treasure? No treasure in here. Let's get moving. Oh! Hello! I see it on the minimap. You see it too? There it is. Ooh. Okay. Says there's a treasure too. Keep an eye out. Seesaw. Wow, that's 400 damage and not down, huh? Okay. Murderer. Rank being called Cacodemon. That's cute. Alright, before we head down these stairs, make sure we don't, like, miss a treasure chest or something. Okay. Back up here. So we found the big thing we're after. Obviously, this fragment is the reason I'm down here, mainly. Like, we need the fragment. In the long term. But we want the goodies as well. Crunch. Letting Mervyn have the Blade of Ultimate Power might be a little too much. That's gonna be fun. I haven't yet started it, but... Oh! A level. Good. 34, Maribel. 9 HP, perfect. Nice. And fine. That's fine. Those are all numbers. Alright. Now let's double check to make sure that that is actually all the treasure on the... Yep, that's the treasure on this floor. Okay. Down we go. This one's interesting because it's not based on a dungeon we did in order to get to the spirit. The water spirit was the one spirit who did not have a prelude directly before it when we went to it. We went through the earth and wind spirits and then just went straight to the water spirit, like, without a stop, basically. Okay. We gotta go behind the waterfall. Because, of course, there's always treasure behind the waterfall. Okeanos sword. What is this? Let's put the fragment away. Okeanos? Whew! This blade pulsates with power. Victims won't know what hit them. Is an upgrade over the Sea Serpent Saber, which is it's another water sword, so... Also an upgrade over the Metal King Blade? Hold on. If I take that, give that to you, and then I take the Metal King sword and give that to Maribel. Yeah. Tunsil, sir, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. 77 months. Appreciate it a lot. Interesting. It might be better off on Slyo because Mervyn's just spending Blade of Ultimate Power, which is piercing damage for 500 to 600 anyway. But, like, this lets me move the sword over to Maribel, which is a pretty big upgrade. I know Maribel isn't attacking with that 200 attack stat, but... Thematic fitting? That's true. It is the hero's blade, too, and it's one of the few things that, like... I think I like keeping the Sea Serpent Saber for now. Weird that only one of the paths has a fragment. Yeah. Alright. We can get out of here now. Again, these fights are worth it because the fights get us to, the fights get us more vocation points. Yeah. If I go tactics, give me follow orders. Does this sword have a use? Oh! Oomph sword. Sure. The Blade of Oomph. Yeah. Oh, it has hit 2 as well? If that's the case, with Mervyn, that actually might be better on Slyo, because Slyo is attacking. If I swap out... Can you use Sea Serpent Saber? The big thing here is that Slyo is attacking, and... Mervyn is basically just using, Ultimate Blade. War Forces. Ooh. Does have that little bonus hit on there. Cute. Yeah, the Oomphy Blade. Let's get out of here. Sorch. It's like the Fire Claws. Remember how the Fire Claws had that follow-up, too? Alright. Like the... Alright, but we want magic. And then... We'll be right back here. I actually need to go heal because we've used all our MP. Alright, so then we're gonna go in the wind, or we went in the wind, we went in water, we're gonna go earth, we're gonna go fire. What's up, hey Dad? Okay. Oh, one thing that I've been really excited about and talking about today is that, as of stream, hi. Tomorrow is the release of HD 2D 1.2, which is real exciting. The initial, reviews I've seen and bits about it have been really good. I've heard a lot of, like, really good, even better quality of life improvements over, 3, which is kind of wild to hear. But I've also decided that we're not going into 1 next. We already know what's going on after 7. 7 has a lead-in into... We're a couple weeks away from it, so I can say it now. We're gonna be... The plan is to move into Caravan Hearts. Which... Like, if you're familiar with Caravan Hearts, it would make sense that Caravan Hearts is the lead-in. And if you're not familiar with Caravan Hearts, you're gonna get to enjoy Caravan Hearts in a couple weeks. But after that, I think the idea I have past that is going to 1, then Builders 1, then 2, then Builders 2. To do the remake versions. I know that means that 8 is going to be like a ways out. I always knew that this endeavor was going to be a long one. It's just going to continue to be a long one. I'm happy with Dragon Quest Wednesday being a thing for quite some time. By the time 12 comes out, we'll be ready for it. This one took 6 months. Honest question, what version of 8 are you planning on streaming? That is a hard one. I have not... If I follow how I've done all the others, I would play the PS2 version for a couple hours, and then I would play the 3DS version in full. I haven't played the 3DS version before. I've played the PS2 version. I don't actually think I've finished the PS2 version now that I think about it. I played a lot of it. I don't think I actually played that to completion back in the day. Anyway, I've played 8 on the PS2, but like, I haven't played the 3DS one at all, and so that comes with from my knowledge, like, we're playing 7 3DS, and 7 3DS has, like, has its differences with 7 PS1. We've kind of talked about how the job system's one of the biggest. From my understanding is that 8 is a bigger shift, but I don't know. I haven't looked into that quite yet because I'm not at, like... But the idea is that I would play the 3DS version, unless there was some, like, big reason that I wouldn't want to. Because I like oh, get back here, you, no! Other than audio issues, you prefer? Okay. But yeah, the plan is to play the 3DS version down the line. Because I haven't played it. Basically because I haven't played it is the reason. It's also one that I can definitely show off more of... Ooh, Luminary Fresh Face. I can also still show off, like, PS2 bits when they match up. Here's a question that would be good to know. Focus Punch, okay. Here's a question that'd be good to know for Dragon Quest 8 versus PS2 versus 3DS. Are the vocals different? Like, how is that between the two? That's probably, like, one of the biggest. Just Jessica, new VA. Okay, so that's like a Persona versus Persona 4 versus Persona 4 Golden thing, where, like, we have a change in some, but not, like, all. Okay. Because that was the thing with Chie in 4 versus 4 Gold is a different VA. Maribel just took a lump there, that's fine. I'm gonna use magic manually because the big, Mervin is the one using the heals, and Mervin's also spending the Blade of Ultimate Powers. Okay. here we are. I couldn't care less about something like that. Like, I like to go out of my way for some of the audio differences, but that's enough. All right, Earth is next on our list. Yes. Yeah, like the fact that you call it censorship, or that I don't. That's inviting disaster into my house. No. Oh! This is cute. I like the, no worries. Not on you. Don't you worry at all. That's just... This looks like the body of the... We're so powerful we punch the wall. Oh god, bomb boulder. Nah, that's been a gigantic hubbubaloo around, like, DQ3's re-release. A bunch of smoke about nothing. Slyo can just punch rocks now. Hello? That's a Pokemon. This is a Pokemon. I'm gonna catch a bad cargo. Periwinkle. Periwinkle. I'm super excited for 1-2 remake. I'm more excited for 2 remake than I am 1 remake. Periwinkle. Of course. That makes more sense. The danger. I'm more excited for the 2. The reason I'm more excited for 2 is that I feel like 1 is an elemental game. What do I mean by that? I feel like 1 is a game that is like a pillar of what a genre means, and like I'm excited for additional stuff to it, but I think it's still going to stay mostly the same. It's still, you are playing as the hero, going out and doing an adventure to beat the Dragon Lord. But 2... Damn. 2, I think, has a lot of room to grow. It's also a very important game. It's also a very elemental game, but, like, there's some exciting wiggle room that I think, like, could add a lot to the experience. 6 and 5. Resilience? Sure. Okay, I'll take that for, like, health game. Yo, well. You damned well. Yeah, because I... Destroyed. Rough 37, 9 HP. The HP is the biggest thing on these. Everything else is kind of secondary, but... There's no sound to it. We're just... Oh... Slyo is so powerful. Not even a crack. Get back here. Okay, well, goodbye. Yeah, these are not... This is like... Busting through a styrofoam wall. Blah! You know, I'm thinking of, Oh, goodbye, Bum Boulder. A demon wall. I'm thinking like Shockmaster. That was his name? Or like, you know, like coming through with the painted helmet and falling over. Ooh, Big Banga. That's the only wizard. I can go here. Yeah, okay. Nope. Well. Damn well. Let's try Big Bango. Next fight we'll try out a Big Bang. Big Bang! Yeah, there's just no sound. Alright. So. Spells, offense. Other? Where do you live? Abilities, offense? Trigger explosive, spectacularly destructive explosion. Not a spell. Yeah, okay. 30 MP for that's pretty high. Crunch. 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 Two of them. Gaia armor. Okay. Nice to see, nice to have, and... Yeah! Perfect. So, Gaia armor, reduced magic and fire-based attacks. This is equipable by... Wow. That's a 60-point increase on Mervin. It's a 30-point increase here, but it's a 60-point increase. It's the same resistances that the flowing dress has. That's too huge of an upgrade to pass up. That's incredible. And yeah, we already have the flowing dress on. Finally, a medium armor upgrade. Bolster defense by 125, restores HP on step, and cuts listed damages by 35. It's funny, those resistances are not all created equal. This is an important thing. Alright, we gotta crush one more wall. One punch! Alright, let's get out of here. I want to go to Haven. We'll do that. But yeah, this is like a... You can see why I want to do this from the upgrades we're getting. Not only did we get the... this is something we could have obviously done before the final boss if we wanted all these upgrades, but it's also just like a useful thing for us to kind of start with here. These are real upgrades, so... Alright, let's take a quick zoom over to Haven, outer. Yeah, we had to get the fragment anyway, so we already were doing this, but like... Big Bang has 300 to 400 fire damage to all. Okay, and that's all target, so that's what makes it interesting, I suppose. As compared to Giga Slash and Blade of Ultimate Power. Alright. Oh, I don't have any tokens. Sorry. Alright. Big spending. No save states necessary. We're just spending some cash. Let's go. Alright, starting up. Samurai? I'll call that Samurai. Samurai Glass. Samurai and Glass. Okay, well, just Samurai. Samurai Shell. Uh-oh. Oh, that's good, but like, we're gonna start with nothing, huh? Samurai Turban. Alright. Samurai Turban. Heart Ruin. Samurai Turban, the Heart Ruin. Samurai Turban, Heart Ruin, Robe Crystal. Samurai Turban, Heart Ruin, Robe Crystal. Robe. Samurai Turban, Heart Ruin, Crystal. Dragon Shield. Well, we were too good. Getting those pairs on the opening is actually quite bad because it means you only have, like, less knowledge. You don't get the free turn. If you start, you don't start with, like, 3 free actions, so. Alright, round 2. Yes. We start Copper. Copper Axe. Copper. Copper Axe. Uh-oh. Copper Wayfarer. we got the clothes. Okay, well, that's off the table. Wayfarer, Slyo Snack. Regular snack. Slyo Snack, so Slyo, meat on the bone, Wayfarer. Wayfarer, Slyo, meat on the bone. Heart. Slyo Snack. Alright, let's get the Slyo Snacks out of the way. Meat on the bone and heart. Oh god, we don't have much. We need the +1 pretty quickly here. That's not the same tiny robe. That's just robe. Wow, this was a Slyo Snack and a heart. That's fine. Kaboom is half the MP for about half the damage, a little under. 130, 150 for 15. Right, I can't zoom out of here. Alright, well, let's go pick up our last goodie. Speaking of goodies, 98 mini medals. Oh, I think we actually might need 105. We needed a ton. Yeah, I don't think it was 100. Alright. Just finished watching the last one? Okay, yeah. My gut said, like, obviously 100 sounds like it should be the thing, but my gut was like, that's wrong. Yeah, right now I think we're actually up to date. I'm at a point which is I haven't been at for like ever, where the VODs on the YouTube channel are like a couple days behind. This is all thanks to Silksong, by the way. I've been like trying to upkeep everything because of Silksong, which has 3 videos left for Silksong, for those watching that. There'll be a video tomorrow, and I think the other 2 on the weekend. If you want to, I have not been streaming Silksong, but I've been playing it and recording playing it. So if you haven't been seeing it on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Sly9, you can see the playthrough that I'm doing that is being recorded but not streamed. Mostly because it's at really weird hours, and like, I didn't want to stream it all the time, if that makes sense. But I've been really happy with it. Alright, taking a little bit of a lump because I didn't turn on my bit there. But yeah, so I'm up to, like, right now, if you like are behind on the stream, the YouTube videos are, last week's is up there. So like everything is up to date. Get out of here. Just gone. Deleted. Fight is gone. We out. Okay. Last one. So we're in this room and we have calling on the power of the fire amulet. Yeah, I think the next video that's going up there is like last week's Slay the Spire, so I'm like less than a week behind. Ideally, in my head, I want those to be like you can watch last week's a little bit before this week's, is the idea. There is a treasure on this. Okay. Keep an eye out. Oh! A boulder we can't push. Damn. And we're in the volcano, too. We don't have the Chris Redfield power? Damn. Well. These things happen. Big bang! Crunch. Destroyed. Okay, 30. We're getting... So we leveled up in Hero, so we're healing more on Slyo every turn. That's gone up from 10 to 20 to 30 now. It's quite useful. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out, I recommend it. I'm quite happy with my playthrough of Silksong. Oh, treasure. Pyros Helm. Alright, what do we got here? Resist an array of odious spells and ability. Okay. Who can wear this is the first question. Well, that's asked and answered. Okay. Cool. Ice can use, okay. So yeah, we got Mervin can use 3, Ice can use 3. Slyo gets all of them. Okay. With that, we're kind of set. How are we doing on... So, World Hero, Luminary 4, Dingbat. I suppose I can just leave. We've got what we came for. The live lava. Like, this is specifically why I'm here. We don't have any fragments still running. There's no treasures left in this room. So yeah, let's get out of here. Okay, so that's all of our... Again, this is post-game, but, like, not full post-game. This is, you know, something we could have done before. Hey, buddy. Alright, we want to head to Pilchard quick. Again, I'm going to heal up because we used a good amount of MP. I was kind of spending it pretty freely. But yeah, let's head up, and then let's, we have a bunch of fragments. We have 7 extra fragments, I think, is the number in our pocket. And we need to use them. So the question becomes, where do we spend? What's up? Now, of course, we have our room here. No guidance from on high. What does the, info say? Tablet and Coral Cave. Someone seems to be carrying around. Tablet and Coral Cave. Talk to a monster to find out more. Where our heroes go, there hails and conquers the Demon King. We have the end of it here. A stone tablet with our message from Kiefer. What a list of tablet fragments. Okay. Couple unknown. Do you remember this? Do you remember this downstairs at all? We came here once. 90 hours ago, 6 months ago. Had a door. Has another door. So, this is where our pedestals live. Pedestals plural, as you've seen with how many fragments we have. Let's see if we've got enough. One, two, we don't. We're missing a Jiggy. Okay. And I assume we're also missing some for the bottom as well. But we have a way of, like, going forward to find these. At least it's more... This one's huge, though. We are missing 4 full fragments from this. Is that the title screen? Are we making a title screen? It's the boat, but I think it also has the full title on it. Okay. So, we're missing a fragment. We found a lot of these post-game fragments. We have not found all of these post-game fragments. Coral Cave. That... Let's take the rock? Let's see if we can't find our way there. Where's my rock? Where's your park? Yeah, there are a lot of fragments on that last one. Okay, that's the Great Ghost 5 spot. Where's that shrine? I think down south are the... This? Alright. Coral Cave, and you can see the thing is going off in here. So... this is probably fine to put everybody on Don't Use Magic here. So yeah, let's do some exploring, shall we? Somewhere down here is, we had both mentioned in Coral Cave, this area, and, one was, like, around and one was, like, held by somebody, so perhaps we'll find, things. Oh, wait, no, Scuba. I remember, a shot in the brain. Synapse is firing. A friend that wanted to go talk to Scuba. Oh, that penguin's getting obliterated. This floor. Okay. You can see that it was going off bigger. The distant penguin. Floating penguins are funny. G-Horse. Sword Dance has basically got the whole area. I don't even know if we're in vocation, like, location. That is to say, well, okay, clearly we are. Supporting role for Luminary. That gets us Cursed Verse and the Gritty Ditty. Gritty Ditty's useful to have. That's defense up. Our buff kabuff. Alright, hello. My friend. And here's our reward. Mystery fragment. I'm glad the game had multiple ways of, like, pointing us in this direction, so... Now, is this the one we need? That's the question. If I go to info, next tablet... Someone seems to be carrying it around in Coral Cave. Weird. We found, like, 2 fragments down here already. Like, there's one, like, just sitting right here, too. This cave is full of fragments. Mysteries. Yeah. Okay. Let's get out of here and like, see if this is the one. Pretty easy. Yeah, sure. If you like, we are in postgame, I would not mind a more direct, a more useful hint than what the game has given us, which is, Oh, I didn't even think about past Coral Cave. That makes sense. Cool, cool. Oh boy, I have to remember where past Coral Cave is. That's fine, let's head back. Just that's, That's one of the funky ones. Is it the one up in the sky? That's fine. Let's go place this. This is important to just see which one this is. But yeah, we still have 4 other fragments we're searching for, which is a lot, you know? Still a lot of questions. Okay. Nope, this is not for this one. This is for the bottom one, so we gotta go do the other. Let's at least place it. Yeah? Seven. Indeed. No, it's none of these. There's the pedestal up in the sky. I have to remember everything here. We go to the sky? Fine, try. Hi. Okay. So here we are. You can see the bridge over to Faraday over that way. Pool of Piety. Cool, and we can see the fragment radars up. Exactly what we're looking for. That still leaves a number of fragments that we're missing. We have 4 we're looking for in total. The ideal is that this is the one for our for the first platform, which spoilers it is. Pogo and Penguin. Oh. I'm just really happy right now with how many Dragon Quest releases we have going on. Getting 3 HD 2D previously, getting 1 and 2 tomorrow, Reimagined 7 coming up. Just a lot on the table and a lot of great games to be playing, so very exciting. It's been a hell of a time for remasters and remakes of the older... Ooh. Bat to the bone. Nothing on that one. What was that one? Was that 6? That was 6. Bat to the bone. Alright, keep on moving. It would have been Harvest Moon. Okay, but we have Harvest Moon, so... This is bullying. The shock retargets. This is double bullying. Okay. Keep looking around. This is also fine for vocation points, too. The fights down here are very thin, but still give vocation experience, so... God, does that mean there were 4 different fragments down here? Okay. Good old turtles. Thinking about when you get into a fight that's... when you have Eri in your party in Yakuza 7, like a dragon, and, like, you're way too high level, and Eri's just like, I don't know about bullying, but like, I get. Oop, hey. Everybody's got 2 high defenses. Oh yeah! The boulder. You defeated the Demon King. All right. Meow. Meow. Well, let's get out of here. Let's head back, and now we can finally start. Well, we have to walk. We actually have to walk through the other side of the coral cave. That's fine. Guess we'll see where evac puts us on this. Alright, we walking. So, up to this exact point, everything has been, like, pre-game? This one here required you to beat the Demon King. The other one we could have done. The one where, like, with Scoober, we just needed to have the conversation with Scoober. And then we'd be good. But this one was specifically like, oh yeah, you've defeated the Demon King? Great. I wonder if that's defeated the Demon King the first time though. Like if that's defeated the Demon King in the past. I don't actually know which Demon King fight that one's tied to. That's a good question. Like, the pedestals, I know, require you need the one from the well. That's the piece that makes it the pedestal full. But, like, if we could have gotten this one earlier. The Cathedral of Light and the Cathedral of Blight. Okay, cool. No, that makes sense. Like, especially because we defeat the Demon King in the past, and this is the past Coral Cave, right? So yeah, we've caught up. We've gotten all the stuff that we didn't have done out of the way. And now it's time for, it's time for true postgame to begin. Let's go ahead and place another fragment and check out what's our function. What do we got? All right. Welcome to Cave. Fungions and Flygons. Well, we have Cave. Cave to Another World, level 1, fragment radar on. And obviously, fragment radar on I think goes without even saying, because we have that other tablet, and where else would we find them, right? Okay. Not a huge jump on enemies. Master Lucifer. Okay, you got kaboom. I shouldn't talk smack. The red's very shiny. Hello? Bandit. One treasure on this level. Something of the otherworldly air of this place. Slyo snack. It is a Slyo snack. One whole strength. Pretty sure we've been here before. Could it possibly be that we're in a cave of rooms? Alarmer. Alarmer. Could we be in a cave of reused rooms? Is that possible? Could be. Crunch. I'm sorry, you're double acting. Crunch. Maybe it's finally time to, like, have people acting under control. A lot of experience. Go! Genies. Okay. Sword dance. Harvest moon. Harvest moon. Thin air. That's a lot of damage. Bonk. Oh, a Bowie ref. Okay. It's nice to be getting so much experience in here, though. Airbell does not have multi-heal. Hey, buddy. Mandrake Monarch. These bouncy little dorks. Majin Buu. Skull! Oh, they've got access to pulling out all the stops. That's always fun. Mm-hmm. Ah! Vigilantern! Look at those teeth. Oh. These things have a hilarious attack spin like that. Okay. I'm sure I've been here too. It's almost like this cave is reusing rooms. Certainly possible. Oh boy. Warlord Wyvern! Huge, huge, huge! Yeah, let's grab a Blade of Ultimate Power for you. Get big. Get down. Anyway, welcome back. No treasures here. It's just the silly maze. Which is like... Slyo's always on point here. Ooh, calls in a Jinjini. Sure. Seems immune. Interestingly powerful. Also, that was a sizable chunk of So like before, this is actually a maze that wants you to take the entirety of the outside here and then go in this bottom zone. Crunch. Can't wait for Maribel to flip into her final class here. Ruff is also one off of a final vocation. Hey, Mervin? You doing like a magic trick? 1080 experience. Poking at that hat? Like just gonna... Sword Dance has just been really good for us. Yikes! Alright, That's got heat. I understand. It was, yeah, it was the move in the original. You were just using Sword Dance. It was the easy, like, you got to it pretty simply, and it was very powerful. I like Waverns, but they're only in 7. Swallowed up in the spooky aura. $10.20 snowboarding, that's a little weirder. Okay, we need to spend real... You know what? Boulder. Big Bang! And boulders. Let's use the Sage's Stone and we can just attack with everybody else. Oh boy. Okay, we're fine. Hey, 1800, that's a lot of experience. We got a level for Maribel, 35, 8 more HP, excellent. Again, Maribel still... I think that breaks 200 for Maribel, which is important, like... No, it doesn't. One. Not quite. Look, we're getting there, all right? Ah! You know... We're gonna destroy this book. Oh, okay, we don't need to. Sly, a snack. So here we are in the house on in the cove, on that cliffside. All right. And now we're in. Discombobulate. Just a little target on it. Follow up. With blow to chin. Discombobulate. Left hook. Whoa! I'm sorry? The shadow of the discombobulator was still there. Did you see that? We're being discombobulated. Also, that had an effect. Superhero! Alright. What's Superhero got for us? Slyo now has one of the most important things we continue to have across a lot of our Dragon Quest games for our hero, and that is access to Omni Heal. And we finally have Giga Slash to These tend to be the top end of heroics. Discombobulate. Even Kasi, yeah. Ichiban's got it. But Giga Slash is also a move that Ichiban Kasuga knows. That's on the list. Like, yeah, there it is, Giga Slash. Didn't have a champion for the final boss, so you just had a bunch of people doing Giga Slash. That makes sense. Anyway, Superhero 7. We still have a level to go. Obviously, we still have our stuff here. Let's fight a dog. Ooh, let's not fight a dog. I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna let the dog kind of wiggle for a little bit. Okay, dog's enjoying it. Let's... Cerberus. And the Major Disaster. Oh boy. What a name. Major Disaster is the higher up on the Frieza fighter squad. Big chompin'. Fuddled. Oh boy. Let's pull out some bigger guns then. Like... Okay. Maribel, also catching, you know, we were, like, everyone knows we were in the Hermit's house, but, like, now we're in somewhere else. We want to be casting those for treasure. Nothing on this floor, okay. It's important, I think, to be casting Nose for Treasure because the treasure in here is pretty powerful stuff. A metal dragon slime! Hey, buddy! I don't think I've encountered this friend. Yeah, rare metal slime flavor. Sword Dance seems correct. I think the plan is we pull out, well... Okay, no need. Okay. It was worth a reasonable amount of experience. That's about 2,800, which is a middle. It's the middle, but like, you know, that was taking real damage from a sword dance, so I don't even know if it's a fleeing one or if it's more like a slime knight, you know? Hey, headliner. Yeah, like metal, like, okay, this is one of the big things getting access to. I love having hustle. Yeah, nice to have, but that's a funky friend. I don't think I've encountered them. Oh boy. $2,500. That was about what that was the first number I said. So I'm glad to hear it. But I'm guessing they're like slime knight, metal slime knight, where it's like they're metal-ish. Digger slash. Goodbye. Flip. Good to run into, you know? Gingini. Ah, yeah. Woo! Goodbye, Gingini. Alright. Down the cave we go. A Warlord Wyvern who's gonna take 1,000,000 damage from Sword Dance. They can decide to leave. Okay. They were taking, like, the sword. Oh! Hello, just walked up the ladder. Call him a golem. Just walk. Hello, how you doing? Call him a golem. Ooh, wow. Big. Yeah, you got it, boss. Goodbye. Goodbye. Hey, that's a level. 39 Slyo. 9 HP. Excellent. 4 MP. Numbers across the board. I do this by instinct every time I like. Well. Are you the Prism Shade? The Night Shift. Fine. Oh, goodbye. This is the enemy. I think they were just sitting right outside of the Cathedral of Blight. Alarmer. Sure. You got round one, buddy. I think we want boulders against Discombobulate. Hopefully this is the kind of dungeon that has a heal point. Oh, the tiny little buddies. That was... They're free. A pair of freezes men. Sure. But yeah, I'm hoping that this is the style that has a, some sort of church halfway through, like we saw in some of our DS titles, where, like, we have both a point we can stop at and a point we can kind of, like, zoom to halfway through the dungeon. Shing! Yeah, thin air instead. Good enough. Alright, down we go. Does this room have any... Nope, no treasure here. Ah! Just runs up like, ah! Crush. No, thank you. I'll pass. I love the kick flip. It's a good flip. Oop, dog time. Alright, dogs come with friends. 2 dog. Oh, that's big damage for big dog. Okay. How's Maribel doing? Okay, Maribel, that's fine. That could have been way worse. Run out of MP. Damn. All right. Summon more dogs. Big chomping. A lot of experience, a lot of dogs. Okay. Which one of these is the way? Okay, that one leads to underwater. But this one leads to underwater. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been trying to fit those in. Maribel has a drain dance, but, like, I haven't been able to get them in on the turn. Scarfish. Ah! Let's try to fit one in, because that's what tap dance is. Steel MP with a rhythmic wiggle. Oh, the walking around MP regen. That's a good idea. That is... So life ring is HP on step. Miraculously. Glumble arrow. I also just have magic water. No, these monsters don't want any. Okay. There are 2 treasures on this floor. How much deeper? Okay. Yeah? Thanks. Who wants that? I think Maribel currently doesn't have a because if I go to Maribel's spells, we have Marispells. Mid-heal, full heal, no multi-heal. Okay, so yeah. The dinner. I hope it's dinner soon. Hey! Prism Peacock is back. But yeah, this was the time hole in the clock tower. Well, not in the clock tower, or it was below, or in the town, you know what I mean. Absorbed 7 whole MP. Hey, a level though. More levels are great. Love to see them. 7 more HP, 7 more MP. And Super Bat. Super Bat. Ooh, Thin Air's free. Okay. Sure. Super Bat. Skull. Superman disguised as Batman. Okay. Got some big damage. Thing about Sage's Stones, the being free means I kind of want to use them to heal when possible, right? Like... Still a treasure, though, so we can't leave yet. Over here, maybe? Big. Oh, these are tall. Thwack. Ruff. Glad that Ruff and Mervin also have, like, 300 plus health, you know? Like, they're able to take lumps. Okay, here's treasure 2. That's another restore HP while walking ring. Not a bad thing, obviously. But... okay, now we can move forward. I fought you. Div. That's Div. They're the dingbat, but powerful and double acting. Dingbat must defeat Dingbat. Okay. Let's go. Time for dinner. We've been in this cave forever. I'm hungry. That golem is falling through the floor. Oh, that's bad. Big! And big step. Sword Dance still does all the damage. Okay. That's clean. Thank goodness. Ooh! Just in case. You never know. I love breaking out the Blade of Ultimate Power. Oh, there's a guard at the door. That's fine. Half damage. Yikes! Okay. Rough, you gotta help. Okay. Crunch with Boulder. Oh, we get the Luminary turn skip. That's what's going on there. They're so ensorcelled by the cool hat and dress. Yep, I see. A buddy. 2 of them! Oh boy. Okay. Cool. 9 damage. Oh, they're unaffected by Giga Slash. Oh my god. Oh, help. Oh god. Okay, alright, okay. Just pulling the blade. Cool breath. That's so much damage. We're having okay, get that Sage Stone in there. Remove one of you. Okay. Ruff gets the hat too. Excellent. Anyway. That's 6,000, like, experience. That's huge numbers, you know? What the hell? Hello? What? Mega Mo. Help? Yeah? You got it, dude. That's too big. Whoa. Boulder must fight Boulder. What a ridiculous enemy. Okay. Ooh. Oh, it's the warriors. They get the Kabu heads and yes, ceramic sergeant. Our fun terracotta warriors. Yikes. Okay. They just have sword dance. Woo. Okay. Not messing around. Level. Yes. What do we got? Rough 38. 9 more HP, 3 more MP, and resilience and strength. Good stuff. Good stuff. Still haven't found any of the fragments. Or, you know, still moving. It's pretty deep. Lot, you know. Oh, please stop hitting Maribel. She does not have the health for that. Okay. Boulder. Nice. Healed 40. Incredible healing for free. Alright, deeper we go. So where are we now? There are 2 treasures on this map, and a med cargo. I gotta improve my casting, says the major. Periwinkle. Goodbye, med cargo. Dude, just pick up the little dragon like a little buddy there. Yeah. Sure. Annoying, but whatever. Unaffected by vacuum. Yeah. How about rocks? Okay. Maribel's trying so hard. Oh, here's treasure 1. Oh. Does that count? Yes. Well. It's that damned well. Ooh, it's like weak to air. Unusual. Okay. Goodbye! Just to space with you. Oh. Yikes! That was your upped turn. Okay. Oof. I was like, what the hell was that? But no, that was the, like, focus turn. I understand. Oh, Mervin needs a new... Hold on, we broke this in, where is it? Where is it? Prayer ring, prayer ring, prayer ring. Mervin needs a new prayer ring. Okay. Good split. Fine. Oh, just knocked him out. The reason it's having Mervin do the, oh, hello. Treasure. Woo! Okay, is that 99? 99 mini medals! No more treasure in this cave. Now we can fight the div. The D-I-V, the devil. The devil. This keeps going. All right, hold on. No. This keeps going, but it looks like it's a dead end because this is like this is the room where the dwarf marriage was. There's the lady and the dwarf. I guess the dwarves come from Buckingham, but like. Anyway, this was to get up to the top of a mountain. Flag. Nothing here. I assume nothing here on this end because we had treasure 0, but I'm gonna go here anyway. No treasures, but merely skulls. A treasure in their own right. The major headache. These happy little skeletons who have a sword stuck in them. Ooh, a level. All right. We got Maribel 36. All right, that gets us over the 200 mark. We gained 7 total, but we only gained 5 because of the multiplier, but from Luminary. But we are above 200 now. The important piece of that. Oh wow, that's all the one, huh? Dragon Quest games really love the chaos-style deep dungeon, don't they? Getting to reuse your areas, getting to add higher-tiered enemies, add some new treasures. It is ooh, effective there. Started in 6, and then we kind of started backporting it in some of the DS titles. Yeah. It's effective. You know, I think of Chaos Realm and Aria. Okay. I'm gonna click on images of Ruff in other jobs. Yeah. There we go. Star among stars, the luminary. Got the hat and also dog hat. And then Hero Ruff, who also gets the one with the little wings on it. It's very cute. Imgur banned itself from the UK? I assume that has to do with the, like, laws about identification horse nonsense going on over there. Cerbera. Oh. Okay. Dog. Zap. Ooh, resistance to zap. Okay. Alright. So there is still a second treasure on the... I don't want to avoid you. Boulder. Throwing them in games or streams is fine. I think people can appreciate Ruff in a hat. Cackle. A boulder. Ooh, dodgy. Alright. Luminary to award winner. That's Kerplunk Dance. Pyro Fire. That's 7. Oh, that's 7. Oh, we're so close. Luminary to 8 gets us to Druid, finally. So we can start leveling that. Superhero. We're on 7 across the board, though. Super Bat, award winner, and Superhero. Super. So, you know, we're in range. Treasure? Hello? Is that another copy of the Madcap? Oh, who wants that? So, it's minus like 50 defense for Slyo. But it's also half cost on Omni Heal. Omni Heal's not as expensive in this game. I think of Omni Heal as an ability costing 64 MP. At the end of the day, that's probably for Maribel after she's in, Druid, is the actual answer. What is Slyo's max MP right now? 235. We'll hold it here for now. Hello! Place looks like Precipice Pass, but it doesn't look like Precipice Pass. It still has enemies. The door is shut. Yo! Okay. Hello. Monsters 1 3DS, where 120? Oh my god. 5,000 experience. What a real fight. Hello. Yeah. Actually, no, that should just go over 3 again. There's no point in not doing that over 3. Okay. Well, we have a save out here. Nice to have. Hello. Rotworm. Yeah, more importantly, once we're out of this fight, we wanted to double check and see if this is also a, if this is zoomable. Like Dragon Quest 6's had the, like, we've had it before where there's a zoomable point in the middle that really helps out with, travel. Well, we'll find out if we have a zoom point in a moment. We got more important things to take care of. Sorry. 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 Sorry, Link. Crunch. Fire doesn't do any real damage. Okay, and that's enough to get us through Slime 2. And then we'll Ultimate Blade our final Marshal. $6,000. Alright, checking for a zoom point. No. This is not a zoom point. Okay. Damn. That's rough. Will. Will. Look at that thing. The slime uniform. Yeah. It doesn't appear to have any special effects, but look at that thing. Friend to slime. There's 100. Bah! I can't believe it happened a second time. They're just ready for me. Well. I can't rest here. No sleeping. No rest. Okay. Only a slime uniform. I'm good. Good. Ooh. 3 of them. Okay. No, we can give that a shot, too. We touched the well, and we got a well. A damned well. Glad we're finding all these here. Okay. Yeah, this is not the turn you wanted to cassette. $8,040. 36 Mervin. 6. 32111. King Ding! Oh, we finally hit Ding Band 8. That means it's time for Ruff to move to a new vocation. Oh, the double hit. Okay. Well. Yeah. So I would hope that I can get Maribel up to Luminary 8, and we can just make one trip for our vocation swap. And this is the last intended vocation swap. Everyone will be in there, in the place I want them to be. There is one possible change we could make based on some hearts, but realistically... No thanks. Bumbledoor. Boulder will fight Boulder. Oh, we're here, huh? Welcome! You remember the look that the Demon King used for his look as the Almighty? He was like a much like taller, a little bit more like a handsome dad rather than a grandpa here. When we saw the fight between the Demon King and the Almighty was cloaked in shadow. Anyway. Yo, what up? Buddha's name be praised? Mervin is just tripping. Oh my god, like just, oh god. What are you doing here? Yo, Mervin! Look, got out here with the, it was close though? Come on. Anyway. It was close though. But no, but realistically, he did, at the end of that fight, he threw all of the spirits and sealed Mervin away. He threw that fight so that the future could live. Yo, I've just been watching. You've been doing a great job. I don't... Like, you don't really even need it. Like, Demon King's dead. I can relax. You've got free will. All right. God, down here. You know, you got free will. You can do whatever you want. I don't need to, you know, like, I don't need to interfere anymore with the surface. But, you know, you beat the Demon King, and, like, that was close. So, the Almighty. This is what's down here. We gotta fight with God. So I know what Mervin's turn is every turn, right? We know what that is forever. I'm gonna put up Magic Barrier. I'm gonna put up... Insulatal. It is finally... Good news, God's been nerfed since the PS1. God created overhead so strong he can't block it. We're gonna see. I want Gritty Ditty. God has a great yeah, with the hand outstretched. Alright. This is every turn for the rest of the fight. Mervin will not stop. Okay. The bad news is I don't think I've got the speed on Slyo to outspeed God. I kind of want Omni Heal to be my first action on every turn for the rest of this fight, if possible. Right? Like that. Okay. Let's go. Magic Barrier. Insulate. Do I have a dance that ups speed? It's fine. This is every turn for the rest of the fight. I refuse to have Mervin do anything else. This is how we attack God. Yeah. And ice, how much? I guess I should have equipped that hat, right? Like, if this is just my turn every turn, I definitely should have had the hat on. Remember doing the first time you fought on PS1 and math on how many sheep it would take to win? Everyone really enjoyed that. Uh-oh. That's terrifying. Okay. I think Maribel might fall down to this, but... Oh, well... He no longer gets a third action for bad jokes. Okay. Well. I don't want to cast Kazing. I want Mervin to do a wake up. Oh, please, you need to stop that. Well, I'll have Ruff get up. Not stopping. This is the move. Oh, I think Mervin's going down to that. 95 exact. Okay. Okay. Back in action. God's legendary technique indeed. How do you defend on this turn? Okay. Frigid Ice. Okay. Now I think we're back to offense. Omni. Harvest Moon. If the Almighty showed up and just started shaking what God gave him? We have been using that, that's the move that Ruff has been using every once in a while. It kind of helps. We've had it thrown off a couple times. That move has a failure chance. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's, this one here, the woolly blanket. It might be worth it just to keep having that on so that, God is using, at some point, Dispel. Oh, that's bad. That speed came up. Okay. I need to prayer ring here, actually. Do you have a way to wake up? No. You got Zing. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, Disruptive Wave. And turn skip. One. Okay. And Mervin's up. So just on Slyo turn skipping. You need to full heal Maribel. Maribel probably has to defend here, and well... Mervin only has one legal action, so... If Mervin is standing, Mervin has one legal action. Oh, boy. Okay. That could have been way worse. That could have been just so much worse. Oh my god, wait. I can do that mid-fight? Well... You know? Full heal on Mervin. Love Clang. Okay, Slyo's awake. Slyo's asleep. Maribel's barely standing. Okay. Multi-heal. You've got to defend. This can't... Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm out. Oh, no, we're out. Uh-oh. All of my MP wasn't enough. Slyo is not amused. Mervin is not amused. Mervin, you got this. Mervin! Oh, no, Mervin! Ah, okay, fine. You got me. You win this one, God. Have we had, like, walking around with coffins? God gotta get paid. We did have Kerplunk Dance. We could have gone with something like that. The big thing is I should have had the hat equipped from the beginning, right? Like, if Slyo's gonna be doing that the whole time. Mervin's like, all right, we're going for round 2, right? Like, I want to throw hands again. Like, like, yeah, let's go. We're getting back to the game, right? Okay. I think part of what I want before we take on God here, not being able to warp down here, you know, get our zoom on is going to be a bit of a pain. We have to walk it back, right? Because I want to go swap vocations. Hello? Yeah, you're good, buddy. I ain't worrying about you. Like, that's a big thing I want to do before we take God down, is have Maribel and Ruff in the correct vocation. Let's get that set, and then we'll be ready to go for... Yeah, let's get that set. It should only be getting Luminary up to the end here, which I'm hoping is a pretty quick, piece. Money go to Revive to go to God, and then, yeah, God takes a tithe off the money, and then God also just takes 20,000 out of our pocket for, you know, payment. Okay. So down here we've got the Metal Slime Drakes, which are a good thing to be bonking. We'll just Harvest Man and then Boulders. I've discovered an important image from an expired gacha. Alright. take a look. Alright, hold on. Once we're out of here, we'll pull that up. I just like the 1-2 of God saying it was like basically a draw with the Demon King. It's fine. Like, that wasn't too bad, right? And then like, hey, you down? Down to throw hands? Like, it's been 900 years or whatever, right? Like, okay. Took the Cerberus's breath away. Cerberus. Yikes. Swap you over to Thin Air because it's cheaper. One of the things, too, is that, like, we're definitely on, like, a much lower, like, health total and resources as far as, like, what you probably would want to be at for fighting God, but damn it if I don't love fighting fights on the edge of my seat. I can't be stopped for that sort of thing. More agility. More agility is kind of the stat I'm looking for, right? Like, okay. I really like the plan for fighting God where Sir Mervyn does nothing but fire off the ultimate blade the entire fight. Just like, look, here's the move. I have one move, and I'm gonna show God what for. Sooner or later, God will fall. Like, the Almighty can't stand against this forever. Like, if it worked against the devil, it will work against you. These are pretty powerful foes. They have a lot of, Oh, we're just taking Maribel down, aren't we? Nope, apparently not. Metals! Buddy, what do you think we're made of? Alright. Now I can go ahead and... The Almighty. It's Santa. I do like that I used every single point of MP on Mervyn, though. Like, Mervyn is at 0 because I spent every 10 and then just everything we had. Maribel also seems to have the taunt going on these enemies. Oh no, the bow. Yeah, okay. The movement! Got it. Yeah, imagine if we had Mega Ball. Oh my god. Crit. Yeah, what's up? Round 2. Okay. We hit Luminary 7 like a few rooms back, so like I think we're still probably like 10 or 15 down. The reason I'm doing the fights here, like what we could do is go do we have a specific slime tablet that has a high level of usage, but like just has slimes that die in one hit. But the thing about you doing fights out here is that we've seen, you know, the fun little metal slime buddies and such, where there are fights out here that give a sizable amount of experience as well. So this is kind of the place to let it go. Oh, this big old walking hefty rotworm. Oh, we can't do the... Okay, fine. You got it, boss. We'll throw boulders at you, but we won't use the wind. It blows right through them. Yikes! Excuse? Oof, okay, alright. Keep that in mind, that we can just get knocked the hell down by... Don't you worry, we'll go say hi to the Almighty again. Top of my list. Absolutely be doing that. Yes, there we go. Cool. Metal Dragon Slime. They're not liquid metal slime level, but you know, they're pretty good. Get him. Ooh, speaking of levels, what do we got here? 37 from Maribel, 10 health, 7 MP. Nice. Excellent level. Alright, you need to have everything we've got. I can't be... You're getting a Giga Slash, like... Might be better than the Swords Dance, but the Swords Dance has been very reliable too. Right, I don't do the wind. The fire should be great, but the wind, man, blows right through them. Giga Slash not that great. They have resist against that. Good to know. The metal slime went away. Sure. Hey, buddy. There. The metal slime returns. Get him. The metal dragon slime loved the little hat. I understand. It's a great hat. Grunge. Keeping Mervyn had the ability to use the blade, because if we fight a slime, I want to be able to pull out the ultimate blade. The spooky eyes. They're like hexagons. Like, that's wild. There's one. Sweet. Just slime and a dog. Let's go. It's just the slime. Crunch! Two of them. Okay. Okay. Alright. Two of them. The Cool Breath's actually pretty bad. That actually does a lot of damage. The Fire Breath does almost nothing. But the Cool Breath... Okay, not enough to knock out a slime. Hitting Slyo's fine. Slime down. God. Oh! Just on the floor! She just took 3 hits, just gone. Yeah, okay. Maribel's taunt is just so powerful. Okay. And another level. Perfect. Rough. 10 more HP, 3 more MP. Some style to go along with it. Look how friendly they look. Yeah, having any amount of like extra HP to work with is gonna be huge, you know? Like, everything's already going to be a razor's edge margin, so... Legendary hero. Alright. Kazapple. We got the apple, Kazapple. Good. Just thinking about keys. You. 3 of them! Oh my god. Powers of the entire party pummel an enemy. I don't have the MP for that. Okay, fine. I understand. Bonk. Okay. One of them cleaned up. Two of them cleaned up. And let's see if we need to... Yeah, I've never been a fan of Kazapple in a lot of games because it's a 4-action move. Like, action economy and all that is pretty bad with it. It's like big money, big damage, but it's your entire turn for it, so... I am fine with you casting Kasap. That doesn't do anything. Alright. I think 3 more fights. That's my guess. You. Yikes, that's, it's got heat. Okay. One thing to remember, by the way, about, like, where we are and what's going on, we still have a fragment. Oh, what the hell? 2 of them, huh? But we get a free round. But 2 of them, huh? There's still the fragment radar going off. Oh, they're double sad. That's 2. Oh, hold on. I see you over there. I don't think I need to pull out the, I think Swords Dance will do it. Yeah. Cool. Trust. No, it wasn't 3. Dang. Alright. Okay, remember you can't use wind in this one. So we want boulders instead. Crunch with boulder. I feel like boulder always... Boulder specifically pulls out the, like, crit noise, you know? Slyo is almost out of MP. I've been using that as a way of tracking fights, because Sword Dance costs 1. We started at 32, and sometimes we've used it twice in fights. You think Maribel's a metal slime? Okay. Well. Okay, another level in here. Excellent. Good find, good grab. 37 on Mervin. More MP. Always gonna have more MP. Always gonna want more MP. Make sure you go down. Take my breath away. Okay, someone else is going down then. Good. The dog exploded. Just gone. Probably unnecessary, but nice. Still going. Star of the Stars is a deep job. Brunch. Now we're out of MP on Slyo. Fine. Like, there's just this corner over here where sometimes you run into a ceramic sergeant, like they hang out over here. It's a lot of work that we're going to want to be in, both Ruff and Maribel are going to want battles for their own new classes anyway, when we get them over to them. But if we're going to have to walk down here again anyway, that's going to deal with a good chunk of that, you know? So, I'm not too worried about the setup for the new classes. Mecha boy. No. Call him a golem. That second one is not going to be standing. Yeah. Nope. Golem. I free on Saturday? Yes. And after like 1 or 2 or something like that. Okay. Like, I can't do super early. Crunch! Crunch. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm definitely in for that. There it is! Luminary to Stage Legend. And that gets us Song of Salvation, which is the 2-turn, like, full party revive, but it also is, like, funky. Anyway. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's leave. We are out of the cave. Oh yeah, the reason we can't zoom here is because, we're inside a fragment. That's why it's not of course. Yeah, okay. Alright. So let's finish up for today by checking out 2 new classes. This will be fun. We've got 2 new vocations to see. We'll get to see them in action next week, but for today, we'll get to see them in fashion rather than action. Action, fashion. So, first things first, we're gonna swap Ruff. Ruff has mastered the power of the Dingbat. And because we've mastered the power of the Dingbat and the Grapevine, we have a new friend on the table. We can move over to Prism Peacock. A support vocation that reflect enemy breath attacks and spells with powerful attacking abilities. Pride Ruff Real. This is what we've been building up to. This is what I decided was going to be our path for Ruff. Happy Pride Ruff. It's time for Bird. We also have the next swap. This is what I talked about this way earlier as the plan for Maribel. By mastering Sage and by mastering Luminary, we get access to the Druid. Strengths. Spells cost less. A wizard who wields the power of heaven and earth can turn the tide of a battle in an instant. You also can see, take a look at our stats on moving over there. Nice. We end up with a sizable chunk of health and a sizable chunk of MP with the MP lowering. So, Druid is going to be our big spell haver. All right. No, that is all for our changes. But yeah. So if we take a step outside for just a moment. So yeah, this is the final form of the party. This is the where I want the party to land. I'm very excited about it. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for joining. Hope you enjoyed the look at the post game. We did kind of the pre-game, post game, the rest of the final dungeon, some of the fragments, but we went through the cave to another world and found the Almighty chilling, asking for a set. And you know, Almighty got hands. So thank you all for joining. If you want to catch more, you can always follow, subscribe. It's Cool Skulls and Slimes. Thank you, Tungsten Ulcer, for the sub. I appreciate them all. As far as upcoming stuff, tomorrow is the end of Yakuza 7. We will be climbing Millennium Tower. So if you're interested in seeing the end of another Dragon Quest 7, that'll also be going on tomorrow. Cycle be with me. Slay the Spire on Friday, and then Monday will be Vintage Cube. You think Ichiban will fight God? I think Ichiban would fight God. How many turns are we going to have to beat a Mon in order to get a wish? We'll find out. That won't be next week. But anyway, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.